why Alex Hormozi's tactics stopped working at $10 million and what actually scales. Alright, I've been studying Alex Hormozi's frameworks for years, and here's something nobody talks about. His tactics work incredibly well up to about $10 million on revenue. After that, some of them start breaking down completely. Your aggressive urgency stops working. Your problem agitation makes bigger buyers uncomfortable. Your grand slam offers start looking amateur to sophisticated procurement teams. Today, I'm showing you exactly where Hormozi's principles hit their limit and what to do instead when you're scaling past that scrappy startup phase. I'm Charles Clayton. I've spent my career watching growing companies try to force small businesses tactics into bigger environments and wonder why their conversion rates drop as they scale. Look, Alex revolutionized how we all think about offers and value propositions. His frameworks are psychological gold, but there's a huge difference between selling to a gym owner who can write a check today and selling to a VP who needs board approval and a 6-month procurement process. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to adapt Hormozi's core principles and what to replace them with. Because the psychology works, but the execution needs to evolve as you grow. Here's what happens when successful companies try to scale Hormozi's approach without adapting it. You're hitting $8 to $10 million in revenue. Your current tactics got you there, but suddenly your limited time urgency gets ignored. Your aggressive problem agitation makes prospects defensive. Your value stacks feel overwhelming instead of compelling. It's not that your prospects change, it's that your prospects' buying process changed. Bigger deals mean longer sales cycles, more stakeholders, and more sophisticated buyers who've seen every sales trick in the book. Imagine using pickup lines at a board meeting. The psychology might be sound, but the context is completely wrong. Most growing companies think they need to abandon Hormozi's frameworks entirely. That's wrong. You need to adapt them for bigger, more sophisticated buying decisions. The mistake isn't using his principles, it's using his exact tactics when your market has outgrown them. Let me show you exactly how this plays out in real companies. Suppose you're a SaaS company that went from $2 million to say $12 million using classic Hormozi tactics. Your urgent bonus. Offers work great for small business owners. Your aggressive problem agitation got people to act fast. But now you're trying to sell to mid-market companies with real procurement processes. You send your sign by Friday for bonus implementation offer to a $50 million company CFO. They don't just ignore it, they question your credibility. Why? Because bigger buyers know that legitimate vendors don't create artificial scarcity around enterprise deals. Your urgency tactics signal that you don't understand their world. Or let's take problem agitation. Hormozi teaches you to make prospects deeply uncomfortable with their current situation. Works great when they can solve it immediately, but mid-market buyers often know their problems exist and can't fix them quickly. Making them feel bad about limitations they can't control just creates a negative association with you. Companies that adapt instead of abandon typically see their average deal size double while their sales cycles are only increased by say 30%. The key is keeping the psychology while evolving the execution. Here's exactly how to adapt Hormozi's core frameworks as you scale. The value equation. Still gold, different language. Hormozi's value equation. Maximize dream outcome and perceived likelihood while minimizing time delays and effort. It's pure psychology that works at any scale, but the language needs to kind of evolve. Dream outcome changes from personal benefits to business impact. Instead of save 2 hours daily, it becomes reduce operational costs by 15% while improving team efficiency. Perceived likelihood shifts from testimonials to enterprise-grade validation, which means third-party case studies, analyst reports, and reference customers they can actually call. Time delay gets reframed around business planning cycles, not results in 30 days, but initial ROI visible by Q2 budget reviews. Effort becomes change management. Show them exactly how you'll minimize internal disruption and political risk. Same framework, but a grown-up application. The Grand Slam offers. For bonuses, change that to business cases. This is where most companies mess up. They try to create irresistible value stack for buyers who need committee approval. That's like giving a teenager a car keys when they need to convince their parents first. The adaptation, your offer offer needs to build their business case, not just create urgency. Instead of stacking bonuses, stack business justifications, ROI modeling, risk mitigation, competitive analysis, implementation roadmaps, and success metrics that make the decision obvious to their entire team. Your irresistible offer becomes the complete solution that makes them look smart for finding it. Project agitation, opportunity cost versus current pain. Here's the big one that trips people up. Hormozi's aggressive problem agitation works when people can solve their pain immediately, but larger buyers often know their problems exist and can't fix them quickly, making them feel bad about current limitation. This creates negative association with you. Instead, focus on opportunity cost and competitive disadvantage, meaning instead of your manual processes killing productivity, try, while you're handling this manually, competitors using automation are gaining 20% efficiency advantages. You understand the difference in positioning? Same psychological trigger, which is loss aversion, but framed as a missed opportunity rather than a current failure. Now, I hope you understand that because this is really important. Here's what you could do this week. Here's how you start adapting your approach. On Monday, audit your current offers for small business language. Replace personal benefits with business impact. Testimonials with enterprise proof, and urgency with business timeline alignment. Tuesday, rewrite your problem messaging. Remove any language that makes prospects feel bad about current limitations. Replace with opportunity cost and competitive advantage framing. Wednesday, build one business case offer instead of a bonus-heavy value stack. Include ROI modeling, implementation roadmap, and risk mitigation that addresses committee concerns. Thursday, create grown-up social proof. Case studies from similar-sized companies. Third-party validation. Reference customers who match your new target profile. On Friday, test your adaptive approach with one mid-market prospect. Measure their engagement and questions compared to your old small business tactics. The key insight, don't abandon what you got here. Evolve it for where you're going. If this makes sense and you're ready to stop using tactics that worked at $2 million but feel more amateur at $10 million, hit the subscribe button for more scaling strategies. And if you want help adapting these frameworks for your specific growth stage, I do strategies calls. Link is in the description. We'll look at what's working, what's not, and build adaptive approaches for your next revenue level. Drop a comment and let me know which Hormozi tactic has stopped working for you as you've grown. I read every comment and I'll give you specific advice for your situation. I'm Charles Clayton, and I help growing companies build marketing that scales with them instead of holding them back. Keep what works, adapt what doesn't, and never let your success tactics become your failure points. See you in the next one.